What's up guys, Mr.Wednesday here, back at it with another good and true for 22 videos. So today we're covering what's left of High Elves. First of all, let's go to the list. I'm honestly just gonna straight away cross out Nassel, Lutea, Marksman, Jingle Hunter, and Exemplar. Not gonna give them any time of the day. They're, well, not all of them are like stupidly bad, don't get me wrong. But honestly, like, people are gonna say like Jingle Hunter is gonna be good for you for arena because of like this lead over here. Honestly, his kit is otherwise very just underwhelming. I would not recommend building him by any means just for the arena lead. There's gonna be other champions, basically like Battlesage, who's just next to him, is gonna be much better for your arena, honestly. Like, straight away, just for this increased attack that cannot be removed or stolen, or like there's revive on that. AoE on A1 basically can be like a stun set champion for like a bunch of other things. Awesome for Hydra as well. Honestly, like, just that is gonna cross off Jingle Hunter for me. Marksman isn't bad, honestly. I saw him being used in like one or two places, but like he's just so underwhelming. I just don't think he's gonna be any good for you. There's definitely better champions out there. Now Vergis is gonna be freaking awesome. I'm not gonna talk about him at all in this video. There's actually a Vergis video showcase on my channel. I'm gonna link it at the end of this video so that you can go and check that out there. Lutea, Tenasil was like great back in the day, even for like places like arena. Sorry. So yeah, basically even for like places like arena, he just kinda fell out. Honestly, he is just not somebody I would honestly invest in. Tayrel and Royal Guard are gonna be freaking insane. Royal Guard amazing for basically everything in the game except PvP. So honestly, how are you gonna build your Royal Guard? Now, if you're building him for Hydra, you will need some survivability, so some HP and defense. If you're building him for like Spiders, fast nuke type of comp for like Spider 20, just straight up go for like attack, go for obviously 100% crit rate, as much crit damage as you can get on him. Obviously speed tune him in a way that you need for your team, so I cannot strictly say what type of speed you need. I'm gonna link the nuke masteries here, which I advise for you to take. You can definitely change those. Never blindly copy masteries. Even like masteries, I tell you, that's just my own opinion. I'm not gonna say like you cannot use any other masteries. Obviously you can. It's gonna be very based off of what you wanna do with your champion. So honestly, take them as something to work off of, not something to just straight up blindly copy. You can obviously take my masteries. I have used them for like 2 years now, ever since I got my Royal Guard. He's been working perfectly for me. I actually changed them up just a tiny bit for like Hydra, but otherwise just works perfectly fine for me. You will maybe need some accuracy if you want to use this skill on like Fire Knight 25. So yeah, that's again just something to think about. I'm actually gonna just really quickly jump and so I do not have like plug them in or anything. Let me just find my Royal Guard really quickly. So where you at, baby? So this is my build currently for like Fire Knight team. I do not have him currently in my like Hydra gear. So this is basically what I run. Some accuracy, not really high, but honestly I just get decreased speed from the Renegade, so that's fine. As I said, as much crit damage as possible. I can get away with 85% crit rate because he's the positive affinity, so he's gonna get 50% chance higher to crit basically. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna use him anywhere else, you do 100% crit rate, which obviously I do get for like stuff like Hydra, etc. I did book him, and then these are my masteries currently, as I said. Especially after the nerf over here, I just did not want to honestly like get him back into like the defense tree to like counter attack on Hydra. It's been working pretty successfully for me so far. Let's get back into the index. So Tayrel is gonna be freaking insane. I actually have like 2 videos on him in like my clan boss teams. Otherwise, an amazing champion. You can even use him as your decreased defense champion for arena. So if you do not have perhaps anybody better, awesome champion to invest in. I'm gonna link the masteries over here. Actually, let me check. I'm not really using it anymore, so I just want to check really quickly what kind of masteries I'm currently running. perhaps I can actually advise you to take the same ones. So as I said, not geared, not really being used currently. I actually don't even have full masteries, but this is like my clan boss masteries, I believe. He does not really benefit a lot from anything here. Sniper for like decrease attack. I honestly just built him for like a video. I did not actually use him in my old teams. I had Sepulchre Sentinel. That's not important. So honestly, if you're gonna use him for arena, you can basically go either for like Eagle Eye over here, or if you're gonna try and also use him for like damage, you can go into Helm Smasher. Otherwise, if you're gonna be using him just for PvE content like dungeons, Doom Tower, wherever else, these masters are gonna work plenty fine for you. I would advise getting Sniper, of course, and then Master Hexer as well. Let's see who's next on the list. So this is actually me from the future. I just went back and actually checked out the video, noticed I did not explain how I would go about building him. Sorry about that, guys. So let's do that here. So Tayrel is actually going to be defense based, which is why I love him. He's kind of slow, but it's fine. Nice defense, nice HP for an epic. So he's defense based, which means his damage is going to be defense based as well. That actually is great, because that's gonna also give him survivability, because if you have a lot of defense, he's gonna be tougher to kill, and then also that's where his damage comes from. So amazing. So if you're like just starting out, perhaps wondering how to build him, I would highly advise getting defense % on both gloves and chest piece, obviously speed on the boots. Looking for like defense on the ring and amulet, and then like accuracy on banner, because you will want enough accuracy for whatever content you're doing. Now, as I said, he also hits like crazily hard. People, I think, overlook how actually good of a damage dealer he is. Like the build sorry about that, guys. The build I had him in for clan boss, he was actually hitting for like 110k on A3, which is, I mean, just amazing. So later on, you can actually get him in like crit damage gloves, defense % on like the chest piece, and then you can go for like crit damage on necklace as well for like additional damage. Again, you will need 100% crit rate alongside those, don't forget that, because you actually want to be proccing the damage every time you can. And then obviously you still want speed and accuracy, which is why I'm saying it's kind of for like later on builds when your gear is already like in a really good place, and you can actually get away with it and still have a really high defense for whatever content you're doing. Now, I actually also noticed I did not explain how to build Reliquary Tender, so let me just hop on over there. Where are you? Okay. When we get into the rares, Heres is gonna be a big shout out from me. Great champion, kinda more tied to clan boss, so not really honestly somebody I'm gonna talk about a lot. Great counter attack ability over here, and then an awesome cleanse with increased speed on A2. Also extra turn if the target is killed on A1. She just doesn't really hit that hard, so honestly, just you can just like not think about it. So Apothecary already had his showcase on my account, so I'm gonna just talk about Elaine and Reliquary Tender here. Elaine is gonna be a nice nuker till it gets anybody else. She's also amazing for faction wars, so honestly not a bad investment, but honestly, like, if she wasn't your starter champion and you perhaps took Kale, there's no way she's gonna be better than him, at least not in my opinion. He's just that much more versatile. But again, for like faction wars, even at like level 50, you could get away with like using her in a stun set or in a sleep set even perhaps. I remember me doing that, so that's why I'm saying it. And then we have Reliquary Tender, who is gonna be definitely somebody I advise you to build if you do not have a better cleanser. She's gonna be amazing. Also a revive on A3, a 5-turn cooldown, that's okay for a rare. I mean, there's legendaries with 4 skills. Then we have removes every debuff, places 15% continuous heal for 2 turns, amazing. And also like small decreased attacks, so not really a reason why you'd be using her, but honestly not a bad champion. Okay, so when it comes to Reliquary Tender, the masteries and builds are gonna be much different depending on what you actually want to use her for. Now, honestly, she's gonna be viable for Arena too, so I'm gonna just plug in the Cleanser Mastery build really quickly here. So you can get away with like getting a lot of resistance, and then actually using her to then remove all the debuffs from everybody else, which means she would be the fastest in your team, like go second team. Now honestly, her defense and HP isn't like crazily high, so not really like the best bet to go for, not gonna lie. So you're gonna mostly use her for like PvE content. Now again, depending on what you want for her to do for you, the masteries are gonna be a tad bit different. I would advise going for like War Master as the tier 6 if you're gonna be using her in like Hydra, against any bosses in like Doom Tower, etc. But hey, if you perhaps cannot like get enough resistance to actually resist stuff, you can actually go for like Unshakable to actually get yourself more resistance. Now otherwise you will want a lot of speed on her, so she actually circles back to her 3-turn cooldown removal debuffs on A2 here when fully booked. And then obviously you want a lot of HP, a lot of defense on her, so she actually survives. So honestly, in like 99% of the cases, I would advise like HP percent, defense percent on like gloves and chest piece, obviously speed on the boots, and then looking for more speed, basically HP, defense, perhaps some resistance in the build, again if you need resistance, depending on what you're going to use her for, in like the upper 3 pieces. And then obviously like defense, HP again on like a ring and necklace, HP on the banner, or resistance, again depending on what you need her to do, and then obviously speed on the banner. That's gonna actually end everything regarding the high elves. We already cleared all the legendaries in my last video. If you perhaps have missed that one, please go back and check it out if you perhaps are interested in seeing what my thoughts are. But yeah, these are basically all the epics and rares I believe are gonna be amazing for your accounts in 2022. That's all, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I love you all. Signing out until the next video.